Say alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. We see that man say apostle and elders, agreements, and we teachers of apostle in truth. And we see salutations, so the Ark was like pushing within truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season or season. We see Shalom. Hey, no once again, we also hear the prophesy, you know what? You know, we were just talking before we started the camera, we were talking about the things that happening in Bangladesh. You know, the uproars going on there. And we also, with that uproar, you see the uproars that happening in America. You also see uproars that happening in France. You also see uproars that happening, I believe, was it's called this place, right? This close to like Russia side around there, right? Then with that, you're also seeing what happened yesterday was Yemen they attacked by Israel, right? Because we know what's going on across there. For them small lads going on, right? And they attacked, then Israel attacked back, and they came out to make a statement that here what's going on. We're going on be a long war with them. You know, the president, I believe, of Yemen come and say going to be a long war, right? With them. Then you see Iran come out and say they can make a nuke, right? No, a fissile missile within the span of 2 weeks. You know what that caused? That caused America now want to go into war with them, right? Now we see all these things. All these things we see play out. All these things we see happening, right? All these things we see, and it are many other things. It are the farming which taking place, right? The farming are coming down. We also seeing what happened earlier in this week, about 2 days ago. 2 days ago it had the blackout. And the blackout happened, majority of the people was what? Are asleep. You understand? Majority of the people didn't even know it was taking place. Right? Majority of all it was you know, knockout. You understand? Knockout. Or they're in a party or something else you're doing. They must second as a dinner. Right?
Some kind of cool.
Huh?
Some kind of cool, right?
So yes, something along those lines that I was doing when that was happening. We see all these things play out. It attacked in Australia. It attacked the one of the things that was mentioned is that it attacked banks, right? It attacked, and it's a reason why ESO put out that to make that statement. It's a reason why they put out where they attacked. Because if you go behind it, you'll know who was behind the shutdown of it, why it was being shut down, and why it is the mentioned city things like the banks and all these things. It's because of what it is they want to bring, what it is they want to do, the system they want to implement, right? They want to make you feel like, okay, this could happen, this could be unsafe. Now, if it's inside of us, if you take that mark, you'll be better off. Even if it have a blackout now, that wouldn't affect you, because now the shit in your hand. Because when it had the blackout, you know, people are stating that they could not use the credit card. They could not do this, they could not do that. Right? I heard a brother say that was using in Australia they could only use cash. Right? So what they do was just, you know, they push that in the forefront. Right? And we know these people could do that, because somebody will say, well, wait a minute, they do that. They do that. Because we're coming into that time where, hey, it's so let's talk about the devil, now you have about a short time. You understand? And we in that time. They're going and start to do the stuff. You already see the stuff that happened with Trump, right? You see what that caused. You see the other stuff that's coming out with it. What is the want to do? The time that we're in is terrible times. It's terrible times. I'm not talking to somebody earlier in the weekend, you know, to tell me. The person tell me, we can't talk or we can't think. Because as I get out talking to her, and you know the scriptures talk about the Lord deprived them of what? Wisdom and so forth, right? And she was like, she knows how to go, you know, let's go to church and so forth now. Right? She was like, you know, we can't think because I want to be happy and try to be happy in the J man, you know? Meaning that she want to, if you are saying that, she want to sin, do all kind of stuff in the J man.
She want to go to bleach.
Yeah, she bleach now. And you on the, she said, nah, you always serious or thing. Because we're not in that time to play. You understand? We're in that time to play. And the God of the servant, he not coming and save all in the time that we're going into. Because when you're going to call upon a name, you're not going to be heard. Right? So give me the second Ezra.
Second Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
And it's such important in the speaking words of prophecy, because we have to give warning. The scriptures talk about giving these people warning and so forth. Right? Warning about what? It's a reason why a watchman would be watching. It's to warn you about something. It's a reason why the prophets had to give you warning. Warning is warning. You don't get warning for something good. You don't ever get warning for something good. Right? Would it make sense somebody coming to warn you about something good? The warning about things to come, things that the Lord is going to send upon this plague, the plagues, the pestilences. The Lord say He's going to plague your house is going to be hit with wood, famines, pestilences, and all these things. These are the things that are going to be sent unto all you. Second Ezra chapter 15, go down a little bit until you find until like 20 or something. They will say he know he them that sin against him, and deliver he them on the death and destruction. Right? Continue.
Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
So, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true, is a reason why Romans 3 verse 3 say what? We are justified in the Lord's saints because this word is true. You understand? This is what the truth is. You can't find it, we're preaching here, and it's about, I don't know what it would be, but most likely there's Christians right up here. He don't even, he's gonna mic talking one morning, and he ain't even putting out a verse. He ain't even warning you about the things to come. Right? That is the thing. What that would be? But that is what the people want to hear. They want to hear those stuff because it sounds good. It's like motivation to them. Smooth things. The prophets tell us smooth things. Tell us lies. Tell us lies. That's the reason why they love this so much, because he's a forger of lies. All the love to hear lies. That is what good to all the love to hear lies. So the heap on the east so to make him feel like he's a man. All these things happening is to show you that the time that we're in. The end is being made manifest. The scriptures mention that. The end is being made manifest. You talking about, just go and look up how much people, majority of people don't even know where this happening in Bangladesh. As the brother was explaining, the brother behind the camera was explaining that it have an app we just use that just give you internet, right? And one of the servers, it come from Bangladesh. And when this situation happened, which was just 2 days ago, 3 days ago, it cut off. Because what the government did was shut off the internet, the electricity, the gas, food, right? All these things that they do. But it's not stopping the people from run, because that is the time that we're in. The Lord mentioned about the prophets of actually Lord tell us the signs of thy coming. Right? And we'll go into that. What you have from Mark?
15.
Continue.
Like I said also, you see like how it is cut off the internet, and people couldn't access money, they couldn't do, they say even flights was delayed, they had to reschedule and so forth. Let us show you that digital system, the more digital system get, is easier just for them to control the people. Because really and truly, in that system that they want to implement with everything digital, you can't do nothing without digital footprint. You understand? When it is the time come that you're not complying with something or things not going a certain way to their liking, it's easy for them to just flick a switch and just shut your whole life down. You understand how easy it is, isn't it?
Yeah, that was about surveillance, which is controlling them. So like it was, I think it's like I show my video on it, and he was talking about the same 15 minutes entertainer. When they find like, alright, you buy too much meat, let's lock off your points. You can't buy nothing again.
Remember the show Justin Timberlake at? Time, what am I talking about? When he had the thing in his hand.
Oh yes.
You know, all these things that they show you, like as I explained to somebody, is like literally, you could reference the movies, and it's a reason why the same brothers talk about when that situation happened. They mention a movie. It's because they know, even though all these things being sent from the Lord, Esau have their agenda at hand, and they put the stuff out so that you all see.
The agenda being put in them to do.
Yeah.
Because in that movie, it come like he was buying time. Just buy that already engineer, buying time to live. And if it did a time run out, we just go and die.
Yeah.
So you had to work literally to survive. If you didn't work, you'll be obsolete more or less.
When you go into the mark, going to the Caribbean and so forth, Elon Musk, his so-called second, because it's actually more than that, right? But his so-called second patient for the Neuralink, he was talking about this one. He was talking about how they're perfecting it, right? He was actually when you watch videos about perfecting it, how they're trying to do it. Now it's more thing for the brain and all this other stuff. What he doesn't want to do,
upgradable, I think, make it upgradable,
and making it sound so good, making it seem so good as something that they can take, and people is going to fall for it because again, Elon Musk is one of the guys that they in the world they are poor way to say no. There's no the devil is out, right? Because in the early Elon Musk, Jake love Elon Musk. They used to call him the new Iron Man. You understand? They call him the new Iron Man. But just like every single Edomite, they laugh at you. All they say all skin disease, all skin disease is not good. Because that is what it is. Especially when you come from Edomite, I used to talk about never trust an enemy. You understand? This is iron versus wickedness. Right?
With lips on the mouth, the words on the mouth was smoother than butter.
But inside, you know what they're thinking about? War. You understand? Mischief. What it is they could do today. How they could do. Because no, he came out. He literally, the things that he just do and share now, it's like he don't like Jake. Right? He don't want nothing to do with them. And Jake now, it hurt Jake right now. Because they share the post and thing, you know. Watch him now, watch Elon Musk here. Because why? This guys are Edomite, high class Edomite as well. They don't care about you. They know that you are their enemies. They want to have all there and I need servitude. Right? And they go and put all there. When it comes to that man, there's a reason why he's sending he can. There's a reason why he's sending. There's a reason why he made his Starlink internet to go to any parts of the world. No matter where you is, you get his internet. That tracking is going to be amazing in that day. No matter where you is in the world, they're going to pick you up once you have that mask. Right? And there's a time that we're coming in too. All these things are happening. All these things are happening. Week by week, day by day. You go to read the news. You're seeing something happening and there's nothing else to read. Other than it being a sword and you're watching the way it's going on. The scriptures talk about watching and praying. You focus on to be on these things because you don't want to be caught like these rest of people. But I remember when it happened 12 o'clock in the night was when I started to see it happen and the outage, right? Majority of people at that point in time was sleeping. I remember when I put it up, you just see the view on WhatsApp. Nobody, because at that point in time, majority of the people was knocked out. Right? Me and some brothers was sharing and thing. But majority of people, when they wake up in the mornings, that is when it started to become a talk point. The people who was in the airports, like people watching, they have so many videos in the airports, right? They was panicking because all they see is a big blue screen, right? Them in the airport, they don't know what will happen. That could be anything. Right? And just like that, he so have all in the country. In that moment, he could just drop. He talk about his super diseases. You understand? Half of them cluster up together, can't go nowhere, and just drop it. How things are spread.
I was talking to somebody from my family yesterday or the day before. I was talking to them about the Gms.S.O.T.E now. And I was telling them, when you look at the coincidence that right now we're having an outbreak of the dengue, not only here but in America at the same time. You understand? I said, when you look at it, you feel like that could be a coincidence. Knowing that they genetically modify mosquitoes and release them into the wild, which they claim originally was to decrease the population of them, you understand? But now, after that was like about between 5 and 10 years ago that they do that. So why it is now, it's still having so many large outbreaks of mosquitoes, dengue.
Somebody was actually breaking it down. When he released it, it was to only interfere with the female mosquitoes, right? That didn't stop nothing. Because when it have nothing for these animals to take, these insects to attack, who is the one that after them, they find the next time. But you see, that was never his plan. his agenda go beyond that. See, that's the reason why the scripture talk about not trusting them. Right? So that is why. Because he'll tell you one thing and it's another thing. You understand? Okay, man? Going to that.
Alright. Second, verse 15, I'll start from verse 24, right? They say, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. They say, I will not spare them.
Woe to them that what?
That sin and keep not my commandments,
And
saith the Lord.
that is all. Somebody, like just yesterday, when somebody tell me, show my situation, right? And they was like, you pray to the Lord. I say, well, you can pray to the Lord and you commit an abomination. I say, that makes sense.
Willfully.
And willfully do it too. Now you want to turn to the Lord because by some hard time, you paid. I was like, I'm not sure how it makes sense. Because now you come and turn to the Lord to pray, right? But you commit abomination, and abomination you commit was worthy unto death.
I remember my brother really pissed about it just the other day. Like the 1 John, I think it's 5. They say there's a sin unto death. I would that you pray, not faith.
Yeah. Done. You understand? Now all you want to turn to the Lord. Right? In your hard times you want to turn to the Lord. And that is what it's going to be in the times that we're coming into. Now all you can flex a little. Or you can go a party, or you can do all these things. Or you have the let's call it the leniency to do that. Or you have the leverage to do that. You understand? To do that. Things are affecting in the way they're affecting other people. But soon come, it will not be that. Soon you can be the soon here could be the what in Bangladesh. Right? Here could be that. Yeah, this one. So go ahead, bring it.
The wisdom of Solomon 16 and 14. It says, man indeed killeth through his malice, and the spirit, when it is gone forth, returneth not, neither the soul receiveth up and cometh again. But it is not possible to escape thine hand, for the ungodly that denied to know thee was scourged by the strength of thine arm. With strange rains, hails, and showers were they persecuted, that they could not avoid, and through fire were they consumed.
See, and these things being sent unto all you. This is the way, this is how the Lord going to deal with you all. It's not going to be what all I expect it to be when it comes to dealing with the Lord. This is all I believe is that you're going on. When the Lord going to come, you're going to take all your away from the pain that's coming. Now all you want to believe in the so-called in the rapture doctrine. The Lord tell you you're going to do all that. Things being sent. Come on, Isaiah 29. Before you finish up. Finish up?
Yeah.
Right.
Think about it. When we look at that, rebellion to the Christian doctrine is just about happiness. You know? No tribulation, no suffering, no answering for nothing. Just live in pleasure and then receive all the benefits after. You understand? Like, it's not necessarily working for anything.
If you want to say something about the ship,
No, you say what? You go persecute them about strange rains. You understand? Things that never before seen. You might have a scripture that talk about the evil sent pestilences that was not since the beginning of time now, but it was never there since the beginning.
That was
not
second Ezra 16.
Right, the plagues that was there.
Say you go bring new plagues upon Babylon
Strange rains. And they go pour down on them and they wouldn't know what to do. You know?
Yeah, and that is what going on going through. So you see, this place is being affected on such a high level. People don't understand, right? People literally don't understand what is taking place. It's a reason why certain governments are even fighting up, because they know what it is going to come. They know what it is the world is headed into. You understand? A majority America, right? How about they playing all Jake still talking about Trump and Biden. Like if any of them is good to them. You understand? These fools talking about are choosing the lesser of the two evils. So are choosing, but that makes sense. That makes sense.
A guy who I work with now.
Yeah.
When the shooting happened, I break it down for him. I say, you really believe that a person who probably trained to shoot when I hit you in your ears? Let us show you how skilled that man was, that he literally licked off the man's ears. Let us show you how accurate that individual was. You really feel that was a coincidence? And he's like thing now, but I believe that the man probably really missed something. When I said in the article about had an article, I don't know if I said in the group also, about after the shooting happened, like certain stocks went up for certain things that would have benefited if it is that Trump win. And I send that for him. He didn't have much to say. Because you can see it orchestrated.
The agenda, you see, they don't believe it. To them, you know, I think it was Apostle Gabar video I was watching, I think it's yesterday or the day before, when he said he was going into the Apostle Taha or Apostle Gabar, and he was going into the outage. And in the beginning of the video, he mentioned that what they were going to say was conspiracy theorists still, because that is what they consider us to be, conspiracy theorists when we're talking about these things. You understand? And literally what we're talking about is just prophecies. And things we talk about is happening, but they wouldn't believe, because to them they don't want to believe it. They don't want to be in the wrong. You understand? But it not in that mentality that they're in. They're just going to be what are unbelievers.
Yeah, say these things they willingly are ignorant of.
Yeah, they willingly are ignorant of. And they say like they think no, they just don't want to know.
Yeah.
You understand? This is we are
15 it's like 15 hours. When you put that down, you say all the sin against it.
Yeah. There is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 8. No, sorry, verse Isaiah 29, verse 6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire." And this is how the Lord wants to visit you all. You all believe that the Lord wants to visit all with roses and gifts, tulips, you know, coming on a white horse and with wings. Come, my children. That is a Christian belief. A Christian, the Lord mentioned what is He going to visit you all. Right? How is He going to deal with all of it? You see, the wicked shall be the stubble for the fire. This is how we going to visit you all. You understand? That way you say what? You say, he said, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake." With all that situation happening, people don't understand that the points a month ago, I remember doing a video on some information and I see about the earthquake, right? And a fella was pinpointing the points that was going to get hit, right? And Chile was one of them. He was like, this line here, activating. This line here, token. When the outage happened, you know what took place in between it? An 8 point something earthquake happened right between the lines of Chile and Peru. 8 points. It's 8 point something or 7 point something, right? But I believe it's 8 point, right?
I think 9 is the highest it has gone, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere between 8 and 9, I think, is the highest that was ever recorded. That's real strong, and but if that hit like on target, dooming
7.4, sorry, 7.4, and that's
still,
a very hard.
But still,
that is a very
if that hit on, if we get one, if we have 7.4 on the spot itself, we dead.
This is
divine intervention had to take place to save.
This is the things that happening while all is sleeping. The things that are taking place while they don't believe. But these are the things that are being sent to all in the time of the Lord, because you see, all the scriptures have to be in all the scriptures are rules. So we say here a little, there a little, all work in conjunction with one another. Right? When the Lord mentioned earthquakes, he also mentioned in that time of your fear, that is when you all will call upon him. And he said that he would not hear. You understand? And he would not hear. People laugh. No, that is what we're saying. At the point in time, now you have the time, the leverage to do what? To not believe. Because you know why? It's all like a score of scorn. Everything for all is a joke. It's the reason why TikTok so filled with everybody wanting to be a comedian. You understand? Everybody wants to be a jester. Alright? YouTube and all these things is a reason why the content is being put out to be so idiotic. Right? When you watch some of these streamers or some of these YouTubers that the world is infatuated by, you can literally see how stupid the content is. It's literally they're screaming and behaving like an idiot. That is what consuming children today. The parents all they're in is adulterous stuff, abominable stuff. So you see how the church is, you see what it is, the mindset and how these people are.
Good morning.
Good day.
Morning.
So give me the wait, you have something?
I was not looking for a precinct there.
Go give me the second as well before you go. No, continue. Sorry, I'm going to continue in 4. Let he continue. You go and bring a precinct. Tell him which part it is. Second is just 15.
24 you in.
Right.
Yeah,
but
I
go
thought
back
was in
I thought I
three.
don't
Go down three.
I could say something about that.
Go three.
The second Esdras 15 and 3, it says, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the infidelity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, so let not the
Unbelief, the
infidelity of
unbelief.
unbelief trouble it. Yeah, go ahead.
For all the
Because at the end of the
unfaithful,
I'm gonna say something. Right, we'll read it.
for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. What are they faithful to? Or they can say they have faith in the Lord and not do the things He said to do. They can say they have faith in the Lord and not keeping His commandments. That goes back to what I was reading earlier, right? But all they go and die in all their unfaithfulness. You understand? It has no in between when it comes to that. It has no in between when it comes to that. However, it may be so much of things being sent. You don't know what you're going to be causing. We know read the Lord say you're going to visit what? Tempest, storms, right? Earthquakes, devouring fire, pestilences, and we even touch like the nukes. Some of the majority of them going to get caught up in that. Be in that. This is the time that we're in. This is the time that we're in. You know what the cyber global outage? People panicking in the airport. You just be in the airport, you with the family, whoever it may be, and a blue screen pop up.
I think that's probably the blue screen of
The
that.
blue screen of that. Because usually when that show up, it means like your PC going die now, right? But it's basically the program. Right?
But it says, behold, say the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Sword, and the Lord telling you wait till He's going to bring upon this place. Sword, famine, death, and destruction. Right? He mentioning all these things He's going to bring. What do they really feel it is the Lord going to bring upon the earth? We all really feel it is the Lord going to bring upon America. You feel it's good things? No. I'm telling you, sword, famine, death, this is what He's going to bring. You understand? This is what He's going to bring. His sword has happened to be that perfect sword. Where you want?
To Google say something.
Use my thing. Get you back here.
Verse 6, for wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
And what?
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
So wickedness have polluted the whole earth. It have no way to deflate it. Yeah, I think it's joke. That's a speak. The elder from Barbados sent me a video earlier in the week where is Barbados, right? They literally doing a Pride Day. It's supposed to be earlier what took place, barrel, right? When the barrel passes, they were supposed to do it. And now that barrel gone, they come and throw it, right? But in the beginning of the video, you know what you saw? You saw Esau. Esau was in the midst. If you know Barbados is full of Jake, right? But the Pride Day, you see Edomites. Edomites in the midst, and I was mentioning in the video, I said, when I was doing a video on it, I was saying, this is true. Wherever you see wickedness, you see them. Every time you see wickedness, you see them. They're in it. Right? They're in it. And Jake just love it.
Boy, that's how wickedness.
That's how wickedness. You know? Just imagine that. Barbados, a small Caribbean island, consumed by the wickedness that done there. Some years ago, you could go Barbados or any of these Caribbean countries and tell them about LGBT. Some people might have laid on the ground. You would have been on a t-shirt today. If you come on, no, it's just normal. That's why it's a wickedness polluting the earth. Okay? Rather it may be, whatever it may be, that and other abominable acts that be consumed. That all they being all the consumed on a daily basis.
23 from
Idolatry.
from this.
You know what going on with all reveling, all these things. Because I wanted to say something, but I know it will not be able to say it because of the, But all the things that I mentioned that the Lord tell you that would inherit the kingdom, that is what all the consuming on a thing. Get up from it too.
What's that?
I will tell you that song. But after you bring your precepts, right? Well.
Verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in these things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
So hey, and that's the thing. The righteous, they wouldn't be happy dwelling in this place. When people watch our videos and they always hate, or they always stinging. Yes, we are, because we don't want to be here. You understand? You feel it nice walking on the street and you see wickedness. Your children don't grow up in a place that consumed by wickedness.
I'm trying to tell you that you have to teach them.
Yeah, and telling you, not even telling you what, forcing it, because they're not telling you no more. If you don't do it, if you don't abide, it's basically jail.
I don't know, I'm not sure, but I think it's either Canada or Britain or one of them countries passed the bill where they say the parents are no longer owners of the children belong to the state.
Canada.
It's Canada.
I believe it's Canada.
And they're teaching you the LGs in the school.
Yeah, in preschool actually. From
So the
preschool.
drag queens coming,
from preschool.
and teaching you shred. I remember seeing a video with a drag queen. Its boobs was out and it had like a star on the boobs and walking around with a little child hand.
I shared a little while recently. You understand? And that is just to show you of what it is, what type of wickedness being consumed, what kind of wickedness being done upon you, and you as a parent, you have to accept that. You know? And the thing about this all is that they're not going to fight against it, because all they know that all they want these things happen. You understand?
If I can say also, especially women, that's the reason why, one of the reasons why they try so heavy to separate the household and separate the woman from the man and get the child, just like the Winnie Lynch time. They know that if it is the woman in possession of the child, she will train the child to conform to the system, to conform to whatever teachings are available. You know, I've read that given, because she don't want the child to be harmed.
Woman, read over back, we know reading.
Verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Yeah, that is why now the scriptures Peter talk about a righteous man dwelling amongst them, you know? You understand? It affects them day by day, you know? By the wicked deeds, you know? Because that is what it is. Hey, sometimes you walk, you do like consume you, right? But every single you're working, you're going about, even some of your family members, they be so it affects it. Just hearing it, that's being around it. And that's what the righteous could do. The righteous would cry out to the Lord. They would cry out to the Lord. You understand? That's what the scriptures talk about for them that sigh and cry. You understand? There's a reason why. See how all these things play one to another, sigh and cry out to the Lord, watch and pray. All these things. And when you're watching and praying, you're crying out to the Lord. Hey Father, this place, you pray the Lord, you want this place gone. You want this place gone. The apostles spoke, this week the apostles spoke, this week or earlier in the week, apostles are probably time to set up curses upon Babylon. What's going on? What's going on? It's all these things is reason why.
Getting worse. It was getting worse.
Right, that big outage, you know? Yeah, yes, we want to see this place full. So Surak said, it's 9 things, right? But our second one is living to see your enemy fall. It make him happy. Yeah?
Vengeance.
Hey, but the righteous is who go sigh and cry. We don't want to be here. We don't want this place to continue. Why would we want the place to continue? As you open your phone, the first thing you're seeing is a man pretending a man want to be a woman. And a woman want to be a man. And they're doing full blown surgery.
You can't tell them apart.
You can't even tell them apart. Long time you can't tell them apart. A man might have said, well, they go watch it, and I'm talking, or you go see by the jaw, or whatever it may be. No, they're perfected. And that is wickedness being perfected all around you.
It's actually so wicked that even the men who doing them things looking even better than some of the women. Like you're literally looking at them and you will watch some Jacob men out here, the belly all outside, the name taking care of themselves. And the men who trying to be like women, whether they do surgery or not, they will look like some woman that a man will pursue. You understand? And you none, and the doing surgery is so good that you can be with the person and not even know that that is
what go on with somebody. Like when you read some of the cases where a man he murdered one of them, it's because he didn't know.
Yeah. And he ended up finding out after.
You understand? But that judgment nonetheless. At this point in time in this thing, you don't know who it is you're going to play. You living in the heart of the beast and in taking precaution.
And therefore say the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
You understand? You will avenge them, the innocent, for the blood has been shed. You feel the Lord come back for all that shed the innocent blood? You feel he coming to save all of that shed the innocent blood? You feel he coming to save all of that shed the blood of the prophets? No. All you have to face judgment. You understand?
For somewhere else.
But
It's it. But behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not let them suffer now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
smite Egypt with plagues before. Or is that talking about literal Egypt? No. But he's going to smite that Egypt with plagues as before. And plagues that will be worse than the past. Because this particular place is doing the things of all these past kingdoms. The stuff that Sodom and Gomorrah do, this kingdom do. Right? The stuff that Rome, Greek, all of them do, this kingdom do. You understand? That's the reason why they call them culture vultures. One of the reasons why, when I remember here, I remember saying, I mentioned it all the time, it's culture vultures because they take cultures from the past and make it into their own.
Sodom and Egypt.
Yeah. They perfect wickedness. They perfect wickedness. You know what this literally do? Surgery on a man and turn him into a woman. You know what this to do? Surgery on somebody and make them into a robot. And wickedness is exceeding. You understand? It's exceeding.
That is the God complex. Wanting to be like the Most High. They want to create something of their own so that they can glory in themselves, saying that I made this, or I made it better.
Bring out one to go with this.
So there's Matthew 23. I'll start from 29, right? It say, "Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you build a tomb of the prophets and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous." It say, "And say, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets." It say, "Wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourselves that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets."
That's what it is. Witnesses on the said that ye are them people.
Yeah, come back again.
Come back again.
To do the same thing, we're gonna do that out of the same law.
It's the same way they will do. Same way they will do. Right? Or same way they will be in the days of Noah. They'll come back to do the same thing again. And fall to that second destruction coming upon this week. Right? The second destruction is coming. Finish your that? Yes, I'm going to say. Go ahead. Go ahead, yes, I'm saying.
Yeah, so that is show the kind of mentality Jake in. But you see, Jake also had a mentality too. Whenever shit hit the fan, they like to pull themselves out and make it look like if they wasn't about that, or if they was trying to do the right thing. But it was ready and truly, Jake don't play out here. Nice Lord, say what he have reserved. I think it's 5,000 men unto me. If I'm not mistaken, it's 5 or 7. I believe it's but they say who had not bend the knees to Baal. I think it's 77. Yeah, he said they reserve men on him that not bend these onto barrel because we have men that the Lord ordained. You understand? Those are the Lord's elect who would not fall to those things, but the rest of Jake, they don't care.
7,000.
7,000. You understand? But the rest of them, they don't care. They don't have that righteous spirit in them to actually want to strive to do good.
You see that way it is. That go back to now. That go back to something I'm going to. Because it go back to many are called, but few are chosen. You understand? And see, and that's the thing. Not many. You see, the concept of people is that they believe that majority is going to be saved. Right? Majority of people is going to be saved. No. Majority going to be the stubble for the fire. Them being saved is more rare. That's why it says for the righteous or what? Scarcely saved. Right? Talk about the scriptures mention it said the word, but only wicked will perish. You understand? Inquire how the righteous shall be saved.
I was to say what this will for many, but the road to come for
few. No, that was even when they did second Genesis on 8, right? And these things. But to them is that they believe is that he asks anybody outside here and he asks them if there is a video one of these YouTubers should do. Go around and ask people if they feel worthy of being saved or not. And what's your response? Majority of them will say yes. Right? But what are you doing to be saved? What is he doing to be saved? As our brother mentioned earlier in the weekly video, he was like, so okay. Alright, because he was in a response to Vocab Malone or one of Vocab Malone men. And he was like, okay. He said it's so simple. He said, so if everybody go and get saved, or if everybody can be saved, so then who go and be the stubble for the fire? Hold on.
Really actually, they don't understand that balance. Because say what the fear of me is taught by the precepts of God. So the fear of pieces of men. People taught in this. Jake taught, even though Jake had the wickedness in them to actually perpetuate it. Jake taught to be lackadaisical. Jake taught to be retarded, so to speak. You understand? They taught to think that here what is going on. The Lord will always be there for us, and we can do whatever we want. As that is in Jeremiah. They say they turn their back towards me, but not their face. In the time of their troubles, they will arise and say, "Save us." That was Jake. That was Jake pattern of thinking even before Esau came and pushed these doctrines on them.
And you believe guys, there was no triple man as well, because I want to even touch upon going on. Most likely will come on to the Spirit. When it is Jeremiah, where it was mentioning, when the Lord put on his evil unto us. I want to even touch upon peace and safety. Son of destruction coming,
And why they even take it that peace and safety? Because that the teaching that in this society, everything will be okay. Every little thing is gonna be alright. We'll continue going on in the 15, 24.
No, where did it bring?
Before it was the Matthew 20.
Right?
Yeah.
Which one you were reading? Continue.
Yeah, from 25, right?
Yeah.
Alright, 2 John 15 verse 25, it says, I will not spare them, go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. And right now, the Lord, outside of the men who rehearse in righteousness, right now, your side Jake defiled. You understand? In some kind of abominable act. And scripture say what? It say offend less. Jake out here, not trying to offend less. They're just doing whatever they have desires. It say, verse 26, it say, for the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore deliver he them unto death and destruction.
The Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and deliver he them unto death and destruction. And that is what coming on the way. That is the deliverance all they're going to receive. Because they believe that the deliverance all they're going to get is being caught up by the Lord. No. The deliverance all they're going to receive is death. That is what will be delivered unto you only. Death and destruction. Because you continue to sin against him. All these acts, so where if all these acts have been committed committed upon the earth, right? All these evil acts as well. All these evil acts, I should say. Idolatry. Some of this is good animal. Would say bestiality, right? Talk about idolatry, right? Or the love reverence, all these things that have been mentioned in the First Corinthians 6. You know what I'm talking about, right? And so forth. But all these things are being committed and they're doing it on a daily basis. You see, wickedness come like a joke to you all. Because they didn't receive judgment yet. But they soon will receive that, and that is when they're going to know all the pain. That is when they're going to be like, wait, I should never do this. Because only when pain come and affliction come, that is when Jacobs want to get himself right. That is when now they want to serve the Lord. When they can't get food, all of a sudden they pray unto the Lord, they want to do this. But in that day when they can't get food, they're going to do it, or they don't even know the Lord. Or they're going to turn to sacrifices. You know? Or they might take a little child from somewhere and do these things. All they worship so much of God these days. These women they're outside here with the stones, you know, with the stones, talking about what planet and this thing and the stand, all this, that's witchcraft. That's witchcraft. That's witchcraft. So all they feel they don't have to receive judgment for that. That's witchcraft. That's literally witchcraft.
Video with the woman, the young girl who if the story about this true, the one who was cutting up little bread and eating pieces of him. You understand? And like she was witchcraft that she was practicing. That what Jake into right now in some form of fashion into some kind of witchcraft. But because really and truly all I go back to the practice of the healing. Whether it be the momos, whether it be witchcraft, whatever the case may be, all of that going back to the practice of the heathens, and the Lord say what? Learn not the ways of the heathens. Have a reason why the Lord said that. Because that is the things that are abominable in the sight of the Lord.
When you watch the things the heathens do, it literally contradict. But it is like that's watching what they do. It's just something off.
Yeah, it's opposite.
It's opposite. Like that's even if you know you feel like something that the laws and so forth. When you watch the things that the heathens do, it's actually tell yourself like, oh, that's what they're doing. They eating that. This, but all this to consume wickedness, you know, all they want to do that. All they want to be them. All they want to follow that way. And I said that comes like a more righteous way unto you all. Right? And you know what?
So say what was if you ever say was envious of the wicked?
Yeah. Proverbs.
I think that joke.
No, Proverbs was talking about, I don't know, joke, but I talking about something else.
What's that?
The scripture talking about the Proverbs and envying the oppressor. And choose that as well. You understand? The scripture is about answer for every single thing. That's why we turn to the words of the saints of the Lord. When these things happening, there's a reason why the scriptures mention the famine of the word. And when the famine of the word hit, they say they're going to be looking to and fro. You understand? East and west. Because why? They will be searching for an answer. They'll be looking for an answer. They want to know what is going to happen, what is going to take place. What shall we do now to be saved?
If I can say also, I remember the Ella Martin Zakba. We need to do a video. He say what? He say all these Jacob caught them in witchcraft. Even Esau, who do all his witchcraft and his sorcery. All of them. He say these things just work until it don't work. You understand? So let me say like now you're gonna have a Jake. They might want something they can't get because by normal means the Lord might not grant it to them. So what they will do? They might go and do what they call a puja. They will go and do some kind of sorcery to be able to get it. And these things just work to some degree. Until what? Until eventually it stop work. Because in time of calamity, the Lord going and cut off all of those, you know, all the little entities that just talk. Just like a go ahead.
The scripture mentioned that it's about you cut off the idols or something along those lines. So just roughly paraphrasing. I don't want to talk too more about it, but you mentioned that.
A good example like that was in the time. He had two good examples. One was Joseph, and the next one was Daniel. When it says that usually you could go to these men and these men would have had the answers, but at that time when the Lord magnify himself, what he do? He cut them off. So they couldn't get no answers. The only answer you could get was through him. It's similar going to happen any time to come. These idols that they could normally turn to and be able to get some kind of outcome, in that time, when it is to go to these idols, it's not going to have the connection going to be severed. And now it's scripture say what? It say turn you on to the idols which you have chosen.
Yeah, can. And like judges,
Can.
right? So call upon the gods.
Can.
You understand? But also it had one in Joshua. So this 21 mention of say today we choose who you serve. You understand? But for me and my family, we choose the Lord. You understand? And that is what going to happen with David. As your brother said, that day we'll go call upon the idols and they will
Bad reception. You understand?
the Lord cut it off. And the Lord say he sent them strong illusions.
Can.
That they would, so much that they what? They would believe a lie.
And that is not going on with them.
Yeah.
They're getting jutsu
They
right
get
now.
illusion, yeah. They even know they don't even know that things again it's from the Lord. You understand? But the thing and the Lord sending them that illusion because nobody
To make them believe in it, can.
That the Lord is a terrible Lord. It's a plane. It is a game for all until it's a game no more. You understand? I remember poor bloody idea as and Brett Watcher says a game until it's a game no more. That is when the situation happened with the earthquake. That was with 10th earthquake in the span of a week. If you actually get to the heights of it. A big one is projecting the cup. There's a reason why you're getting so much of small ones. Dominica going through something called I would just name it as the rain of fire, right? So usually some rain of fire is what it's called like when it points the volcanic
Points in the
points
erupting.
in the water. That's called a rain of fire going up.
Can.
They have a particular point, so that's called the rain of fire. But they have 300 and something earthquakes per day. And not normal earthquakes, they have earthquakes on the water. They can't feel it, but on the water is volcanic earthquakes. You know what that's called? Tsunami. And eventually they would end up getting one. It's the same way with us. There's a reason why you see the points being hit. Something coming. So it's a joke until it's a joke no more. You understand? It's all a laugh until they laugh no more. Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter, the last 2 verses. Which one? Who was reading this one?
I was reading.
Now we'll go back to it after. Right, but this is
That was reading 15 going down.
right. So we go back to that.
The residents of Sandy Grande, the businessmen, those in authority, the police officers,
And like I say also, plenty of them earthquakes you see it happening. It's not even happening on point. It's happening like way off the coast. You understand? And still they're getting affected that badly. So imagine if it was actually on spot itself.
Even with that, if you watch the point, it is showing all of them hitting directly on the same point. Where have you seen earthquakes hit the same point continually? Where that happen? Let's look at go back to the second. This is Ezekiel chapter 2. I'll read from verse 9. It says, and when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me. And lo, a roll of a book was therein, and he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations, mourning and woe, and there was written therein. This is lamentation, mourning and woe. That's not like anything good to you. You know what lamentations is? Sorrows. This is what that was written therein. When you read some of the things that want to happen, when you think about it, okay, imagine it. Imagine this a complete cut off. You understand? No, we scriptures talk about the prophet and the Lord, they might not worry, because the servants shall what they eat, they will drink. But imagine a common man, that's the whole food source cut off.
Like I say, that way say what they say was in your mouth sweet as honey, but in your stomach.
Because when in your mouth it's sweet, but when you try to digest what it is, you get, whoo. Wait, this is what the Lord going to bring?
You understand it nice, but when you had to go through certain things and you understand certain things that had to happen, it's up.
Right? And that's the thing. You just wake up one morning, you know one of these, like, let's just say Bangladesh, okay, that Jake's scattered in the 4 corners. You go into the history of this place, so you get to understand that Jake was all there. Right? But you just wake up in the morning, and the whole country just shut down. Total chaos.
You wake up to live your life, man.
Yeah, you wake up, you know.
Coming out of the bathroom, putting on your work boots, and you step outside, and it's chaos.
Worse yet, if you happen to be in the class of people that in contrary to the other class, like like how the more or less the poor more or less kind of fighting against it for certain things. Imagine you in a particular class where you are the opposite side of them. Is that target?
These kind of chaos is also raised spirits that waiting for these things to happen. That you know what? Them in here for that protest. Them here to feed.
Vengeance.
Them here for vengeance.
Yeah.
You understand? You give me opportunity now to attack. If it going to happen in these places, if you just protest, no. There are many things happening at the same time. Murders, rapes.
You know, that's one of the top 3 things you're expect in any
ravaging
chaos.
that take place. These things that that's I tell you, you wake up in the morning and you just see smoke. When you try to pour, you try to turn your internet now and think, you can't use it, you can't nothing.
Pull out your phone, the screen blue.
I go back to second Ezra's 16. 16? Well, yeah, 16. I'd say you would desire, a man would desire to see another man. You understand?
Mobile connection was cut off too, so
Yeah.
even though internet was cut off, mobile connection
All
also
those
cut
things
off.
off.
No communication.
That's the reason why you're not seeing certain stuff about it. Because usually you don't see somebody who actually any protest putting on the videos. Like what happened in Kenya. In Kenya last month when they had their protests against their government, right? You see all the videos. The Kenyan government cannot lie. You understand? Because the truth was already put to the forefront of what they was doing. This one they cut it off early. They even know, he even show where it is happening or where it is taking place at first. You know? When the government they can be making massacre. That is what they be doing.
No, I'm not going to say. Imagine the thing that they tell you in the post about what these steps they're taking. Who knows them? They might be cleaning up little riffraff and cutting down.
That's what France do. When France had a big protest, alright, cut off the net.
And then start
send
cleaning up.
Then send it to deal with everybody.
Start cleaning up.
Say have nothing or look at post, nobody can feel sorry for it. And this is the power that these men have. They can do these things. And we even talk about going into what happened in the Middle East. They literally state that they're going to have a long war. Right? And the parties involved. China yesterday put out a news front to state that whatever Russia do, we backing them. They want men to fight, we will send. They want this, we stand forefront with Russia. No,
Stand with Russia.
Yeah. No, a person might hear that and think Russia do have next. They do have next. They don't.
They have a part to play in
They
what's
have part
coming
to play
next.
to what's coming. But
They even think
not
China
for
had
them.
next.
China don't have next. Like plenty people believe that China going to be the
Like
next
superpower.
There's already a superpower. What do you mean? You know?
When I mean
No,
next,
no,
I mean
I
like
don't mean that. I don't mean that. I'm saying that.
the next
I say
capital of the free
capital,
world.
yeah. No, but the reason why I say that is because how people can still be saying China becoming next when they right now there is a superpower.
China, Russia can.
It don't have much countries can stand up to China. Few.
To make the economy. Right now, China.
Yeah, to be honest, it's only two in on. One day already allied with.
Yeah. One day already allied
And the
with
next
it.
one they be full of can.
Who the thing in? Right? The rest can't. Europe can't even touch China. I used to tell you how powerful it is as a thing. So more the script sign say what? More will be what? The Lord will wash what?
Yeah, because I can see, you know, the scriptures say what? They say, let the weak say I'm strong. Imagine, back in, like you said, like about 30 years ago, when America put sanctions on somebody, it's problems, you know. Like, you real struggling to survive. No, Russia and them have sanctions on them, and they're not bothered.
Right.
Like, it's not even affecting them.
I can say that. I remember of something I was watching. I watched a comment too. A man say, wait, hold on. These sanctions are working because how Russia and China are moving so comfortable.
They're thriving.
Imagine the sanctions hurting America.
But that is to show you the change in the power, right? But I also show you the Babylon is falling. You understand? Hold on. Right? Babylon is falling.
I don't listen.
Right? Your power is diminishing.
That Joel 3 and 10, I believe. We say beat your plow shreds and
I believe something else around there.
spares. You understand? I mean what? Take your resources and use it as a defense. You understand? And these countries like Russia have like what? a big percentage of gold. Russia and China together
Oil-
is going to be
oil
the biggest,
too.
you know what I mean? Resources, they have it, and what are they using it to do? To use it as a defense
Develop,
against,
yeah.
against America?
Yeah, because what they do now is like Russia was like, alright, or they put sanctions, or they put them, alright, cool. It's not affecting me because we're dealing with China, we're dealing with North Korea.
We're dealing with everybody,
We're
or they
dealing
put
with some of the
sanctions
Caribbean
on.
countries, say Venezuela now. All these countries, all the sanctions we're dealing with.
Yeah.
And they was like, alright, this is our next joke too. This is our next joke too. This was our big laugh point some good months ago. The America put sanctions on Russia, right? And then Russia was like, alright, we put sanctions on all too.
Yeah, can I can see that.
And you know who get hurt the most? Of them.
America.
Until information come out that Europe, recently, Europe, with the sanctions, they were still taking oil from Russia.
Yeah,
Because it was
that
flooding
had
the
to.
wells, you know?
That had to.
Yeah, you know? So
And-
he's like, alright, well, sanctions on it too.
Well, look at it, we could do
Yeah,
it.
we could
These
do
are
it too.
superpower
Yeah,
too.
we could do it too.
And that is surely supposed to say what say children are there. He's already like big children. Ready and treat. They vex with you.
We
so
don't
that's
like
one
you?
to yeah.
Yeah,
But
we suffer.
even if because they're putting sanctions on China. China is one of the biggest consumers of it's not only one of the biggest raw material producers for America.
I know, go and say that.
But it's
one of
also
the
one of
biggest
the-
manufacturing.
You understand what I'm saying?
All the companies, what is it, outsourced to China. That was Trump's biggest thing when he was elected. And what he go and bring back companies from China and bring it back to America and
When-
increase employment. That was the biggest
You remember?
the biggest thing in what you call it, campaign. In the campaign,
remember,
the biggest
remember
topic.
when Trump went to war with China,
Huawei, I think it
Huawei,
was
Huawei,
Huawei
yeah.
wanted to war with.
and
And
then
look
he-
what happened.
And then he was like,
We had to lift the sanctions because we hurting ourselves.
but they was actually fighting for, at that point in time, what they was fighting for is the deuterium or deuterium or something like that. Which was a material that is used to make chips.
Uranium?
It's uranium. Now,
Well, I know uranium is weapons kind of thing.
yeah,
It's
with
used
all,
to
all
make
them, I think it's
nuclear
uranium too, but the time
It's something to make the chips, yeah.
But something to make the chips. And at that point in time, it was so scarce, right? Only one place could get the material from.
Yeah.
And both of them were using it, right? And
I think with Huawei and Apple was using it.
yeah, well, we had Apple and no, literally it was America, just America and China. They are the biggest consumers of that because it's chips, it's to make chips.
Yeah, it's for anything. Yeah.
And China was beating them. You understand? And America throw down chunk and say,
But I think the chips company is
Yeah.
not a Chinese company.
yeah, but you remember it's two powerhouse fighting for one particular thing.
Can.
Can.
And at that point in time, America was losing, and the pride that he saw is that they would want to lose. You understand?
I
So
sure.
Trump, and you know what's the thing about it? Trump has even come out to state that he is good friends with the president of China. Even the president
With
of
Russia,
China.
he
No,
said he and Putin was good.
China,
He
the
them.
one from China too, the one from China actually like it, but you see, he come on and do things is to appease the rest of people around, right? Nonetheless, we know that man set up.
Yeah, business is business.
Business is business. But even the president of China come out to state this week that he was sad by the assassination
attack on,
attempt because
yeah.
they all, thing, right? So Trump was like a bedroom to them then.
Like
You know?
any
There's two
politics
sides of the
down
same
here.
coin.
Same coin,
Like,
yeah,
like
sure,
with Manning and Pandey,
Yeah.
when Manning get his stroke, who was the first person by his bedside? The opposition leader.
And
he
they-
fighted him every day.
Every day, yeah.
And
First man by his side.
And people don't understand that now. Even though all these leaders making these decisions, they're looking at contrary to each other. When missiles started hitting, all of them going and being holes
this-
now.
in
All
one-
of them
in
down in
one
holes.
bunker.
You understand? All of them is buddies
All of them,
behind the
yeah,
scenes.
you
you
reach
know.
in yours, Iron Man.
Even though I was telling you fella on work, I say you understand what is thesis and antithesis?
Can't.
You understand? That goes back to two opposing parties working towards the same goal.
Same goal, can't.
So even though they might look like they're against each other, well,
Even though, no, I was just reiterating what you're saying because even in business, I forget what you call it. When you monopolize a company.
oh, you
and
are
pit
two brands
like,
against each other,
like
yeah.
Subway and KFC.
Yeah.
In other words, all of them owned by the same company,
Yeah.
but they're advertising against each other
Can't.
to just grow the company. So when you think, nah, I stop eating Subway, I go eat KFC, you're still supporting the same
The
company.
owner itself, yeah.
Can't.
Studying to watch across the
Yeah, can.
gospel shit fucking face.
Well,
Sure. We thinking
they
something.
did say we
cool,
have made a spectacle unto men's
But that is
eyes,
just
so.
basically what it is now. Go back in what was reading?
The
No.
1 Corinthians 6.
Right, you had that brain.
1 Corinthians 6, we'll start from 9. 1 Corinthians 6 and 9, it says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of power? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind.
No, if I could say, you see, like how the scriptures literally give you guidelines of things to do and things not to do. Jake will intentionally do these things. You understand? Jake will intentionally do these things and believe that they are still worthy. Just like what the brother said, if you also go around asking people, they would still believe, even though they willfully doing these things and would not care in the world.
The first thing that the scripture said to be not.
Yeah, be not.
It's deceived. Be not deceived. And then it go on to idolaters. Don't be deceived. But as the brother referenced before, it's 2 Thessalonians 2:9.
Strong
we say what?
delusions.
Strong delusions, because what? They receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. You understand? They don't love the truth. Light come into the world and men love darkness rather because what?
The deeds were evil. So that means the things that they love to do is wickedness, and they just love it.
And they know that the truth will what?
Yeah.
The truth will condemn them.
Yeah.
So they rather stay in the dark.
They know what the correct thing is, but doing what they want, which is wickedness, is more
pleasing to them.
That's why the sins go bear witness against them.
Can go be a testament against them.
Yeah. There's a reason why these things are written.
Can.
You understand? In that day, the Lord gonna say, yeah, you know this was wrong. What went on?
If I can say, okay, I'm gonna be like how they show in the movies where you line up in front of the gate and you see a slideshow of your life for a couple of hours or however long, and
Saint Peter,
asking you why you do this.
Peter by the gate. Well, this is what you do with your whole life.
Yeah, why you do this, and not gonna be like that.
Done. Verse
See,
10.
there's the perception of what people believe salvation is.
Can.
So that they could continue to do abominable stuff and be saved.
Can.
Sin, continue to be idolaters, continue to do all these things, and their belief is, and this is the problem, but this is the reason why it have such a decrease of people like going to church and so forth.
Can.
Because people are getting to see now, like, oh, so what do you mean I could literally do the things I do in the
That was
world,
normally and
I do
still
normally
be okay?
and still be okay?
Just come here Sunday.
Why come and they go Sunday and why come and they give you tithes for? When I can just literally take a tithes money, go and drink and smoke and do whatever it is I do.
Can.
Come on. You understand? It has no difference. That's why the Lord say, being a friend of the world is enmity with the Lord. You become an enemy. You understand? It's as simple as that. Like this was way before the truth. I remember having a discussion with someone who was with the church. This was before the truth, way before the truth, matter of fact. I was no church man. I was always sitting. Brothers give the testimonies about that. Yeah, I didn't have that upbringing. But common sense was telling me certain things. You understand? The bread. But I just the Lord was guiding you at that point in time to
it's a man's mind when they tell him more than something.
Yeah. You understand? So I was like, the person was talking about rock music and rock music coming into gospel, and I was like, how could they at one moment condemn rock music, but then you want to bring in rap and rock music in? Right? And because it will appease the youth. That was the person was telling me. The reason why they're doing it is so that the youth come in and say, so wait, hold on. So you're telling me you was condemning this and then you're using it
to recruit. That's a gang.
Right? I said that makes sense. Yeah, you were. And that was a whole discussion we had. Right? They cannot, and to this day, if I can't remember how it went, but it was all the answers that was given was not good answers. You understand? At that point in time, as I was, as I said, I wasn't in the truth yet. I didn't tell how long ago that was, right? Could have been beyond 15 years. This conversation was held with this person, right? And still didn't give me a good answer. Still didn't give me a good reason why, right? But it just to show you that what it is the church just do. You understand?
The scripture says, buy truth and sell it not. So what's truth? Buy the truth, not change the truth to appease the. Now I say what cry aloud and spare not. You're not supposed to try to put enticing words and pause and like feel good things to be able to make it more appeasing.
Yeah. No, that's right. Because they believe in the images here. The image is everything to these people. There's a reason why they do so act. People following other people because of an image. Because of that image that they want to keep up, they want to be in the society. So we sin, we scoff. There's have no way I could understand why all these people, like you know, sometimes when they talk to you might do a little work, I'm bound to do a little work. or I want to do something, I want to help somebody do something or do other work, right? And I was talking to the person, and the person white because we was doing the work now, right? And I know them far good white, right? And they was talking about these people, these Trinidad entertainers who were doing the TikTok, and I know there was some sort of bacchanal, some sort of mischief they on that way. And I was like, we was telling she, well, there's a woman, they saying why are they consuming this? What's so amazing about this? But the only reason why is because they see other people enjoying it, so they don't want to be left out. You understand? They see other people watching it, you know, so they watch it too.
The herd mentality.
Yeah, the herd mentality, right? That's what they have.
Even when I watch it with this fella there, it's Kevin.
Yeah. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
Or KS.
Yeah. Just because, you know, plenty people was getting a kicks outside, dressing up in laundry and doing certain things. That make plenty people start to follow him until he build like an entourage.
A big team.
Movement.
And you see, that's the thing when it comes to these things, to them is everything is a joke, a kicks, a laugh, right? As the brother bring on the scripture he mentioned in John 3, they talk about it because the deeds were evil. So their deeds being evil, they watch somebody else with the same thing, and you know, yeah, that almost spirit is.
But what the scripture say, Mama? If you were of the world would love you, and they of the world. So obviously, well, when a wicked person meet another wicked person, wickedness go be happy.
They will support them. They say, well, they say they love the praises of men more than the praises of the Most High.
Yeah.
Even if they don't necessarily agree with it because they don't want to be rejected. It's like how the Pharisees was.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to be scourged, he didn't want to be rejected by everybody else. He was going along to get along, as you say in this book.
God.
And the scriptures talk about it. Say, it talk about a man that wink, meaning like they turn a blind eye to things.
Right? Bring it back.
1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God?
So the first line starts with, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God. That is just straight to the point. So the scripture, so the verse going straight into it.
God.
Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God. Straight as it is.
God.
It have no in between, and have no if, or maybe it's
no dark saying
no, it
in
have
that
no dark
precept.
saying in that. It went straight to the point.
God.
Look for no loophole.
Don't look for no
No
loophole.
parable in that.
You understand? It had no parable in
No
that.
parable in that.
It going straight to the point. The unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God.
God.
It's as straight as it could be.
God.
How could he be unrighteous? We say kind of what is which could I mention is an unclean thing come out from a clean thing or something.
Can a clean thing come out from an
Unclean
unclean
thing,
thing?
and there's just something unclean.
Yeah.
There's no way a clean thing can come out.
It's something inherently unclean, that's what it is.
Man, I'm just say something. Right?
Can't purify swine.
I'm just say something, right?
God, the crooked baby
when all the
makes
so-called change in all their life, right? And they just leave being unclean to go to Christianity or whatever it may be. And they want to say call themselves clean, and they just leave something that they deem unclean to go to something clean, right?
To do the same thing.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing, but they're showing it from the mindset, from that point of view, right? You're leaving something unclean. They say you're going to change your life, change your ways, and so forth. That uncleanliness to be clean. So how could you be unclean and want to reap cleanliness? It wouldn't make sense. You don't go in a dirty house or dirty kitchen and spread your food. That don't make sense. It don't make sense. So the Lord telling you one time, because we know the kingdom is what? The kingdom is righteousness. When I mean the kingdom, I mean
Yeah, the kingdom is a righteous
it's
place.
a righteous place.
Yeah,
I ain't want nobody to say,
righteous
hey, what is
Yeah.
this? You know all the Christians watching them videos and
Them scopers as low.
Yeah.
Quick,
That why it say what? It say corruptible flesh cannot inherit the kingdom.
like the city there, they would woke up and the brothers. You see what the nitpick woman saying, the brother answer, he can't answer. He don't know what to do. You understand? And that is true, but they so want to nitpick certain things. They can't, when they deal with men and they ask them, they can't answer.
Because they're trying to look
Yeah,
right,
son.
but they ain't trying to be correct.
Yeah,
They're just trying to look right.
Right. But with like maliciousness.
Can.
You understand? Go ahead, Doc.
It says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God. Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor
Say, be not
idolaters.
deceived.
Can.
One time.
Yeah.
So right there, that next line, you're telling you, hey, be not deceived.
Yeah, don't let nobody make you feel you could do this and still get in the kingdom. Because you
Don't-
can't.
Yeah. Don't make it because you're unrighteousness alone.
Can't.
You just be like, alright, well, I can't do this one thing, you know. No. That's crazy.
If I can say also, can you see the talk about be not unrighteous, and then it gave you a list. What is this for? The list wasn't a list of
It's a list
positive
of
things.
checkpoints.
It was things of not to do.
Can't.
Yeah.
Be not
You understand?
deceived.
All of these
Check.
things in this list is considered unrighteous acts according to the scriptures.
Can't. He said, be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate.
And it mentioned, it's going on the line. So he said, be not deceived. And it mentioned things here now. Mentioned, what's the first one?
It said, neither fornicators,
Neither fornicators. Right? Go again.
neither idolaters.
Neither idolaters. What all in idolatry? Is that something, watch me, it doesn't matter what it is Jake doing, it's something to deal with idolatry.
Idolatry can't.
Whether it be festivals, whether it be birthdays, whether it be something.
Yeah, something is idolatry they're dealing with. Even how they worship the celebrities. Act. There's a reason why crime and things be so high. It's because Jake want to follow these men who are singing these songs. You understand? And
How they
so-
say they idolize.
yeah, they idolize them. Nice.
Yeah.
You see how words is the elder from England, they do a video on that some good while ago and they talk about how the words is playing out.
The word play.
Yeah. The word playing out. How sometimes it's a self-conscious thing, like how they idolize. You see how you go say it? They idolize these singers, these celebrities,
They
right?
want to be like
They're
them.
gonna be like them.
Scripture say
So,
be-
but you see how you use the word
Done.
idolize because of the law. You understand? Can't remember a particular name he did bring out for that. Like that is a particular word he did use now. Right?
I remember, let's talk about Morpheus say. When he had me walking through the simulation, he say, is to teach you one thing. If you're not one of us, you're one of them. By
yeah.
default.
Yeah.
You
Then
can
straight,
yeah.
straight to the point. He didn't even beat on the bush.
Yeah, you can only be on one side. It's either on we side
Yeah.
or you're on them side.
And that is something we just be mentioning. The decisions you make is the decisions you make for against the law or for the law.
As I say earlier, choose ye this day.
Yeah, can. That's just mentioning that precept. Choose ye this day, right? Right.
It's no adulterers, no effeminate.
No adulterers. Man, you know Jake these days, he love adultery.
Like one of the hardest,
Where's one of the biggest songs right now? Hit and run.
like one of the hardest things to stay away from forget.
Yeah.
One of the hardest things.
Men love men girl.
One of the hardest things.
Men love men girl.
Women love husbands that don't belong to them.
Yeah. And, yeah. No, that wouldn't be considered adultery.
No, I say women. I mean, they're not there. I mean, they have a husband,
But they don't
and
yeah,
the-
yeah,
women love
yeah.
husbands that is not
Yeah,
theirs. They go on
I
our
see
next
it in
man.
Yeah. I don't want to call this thing. The one thing I don't know about this is that a man could have more than one, right? But you can't have a woman that wants a ex-man,
Can't.
right? That is not how it is, right? That is adultery.
Can't.
Yeah, with a woman that she have a husband, that is adultery.
Leave her alone.
You understand? That was I mentioned earlier, talking to this person. I tell him, I say, so wait, you're going to pray unto the Lord and you commit adultery. I say, that's a sin worthy unto death.
Yeah.
And you're lucky you're not in them places that is do that.
Can't.
They stone you with stones that you die.
You are that man.
Or
You are the man that you was with. That
because
you,
he
that
was
you think.
because he was fully aware of your
Fully
situation.
aware. You understand? But this is what it is. This is the mindset of Jake. They wanted the wickedness and then they want to turn to the Lord. Yeah. Alright. Lord say he know that nah, he didn't finish the second and 15 for me. The 20 so no, see reading.
I was
Sorry.
reading it, yeah.
Right? Now we come back to that because that's something there on the, as I mentioned that. Matter of fact, before you finish that. Finish the 50. Before you finish that, because it's going just into the lines of what it is you talk about.
Alright, second is just 15. I've reached verse 20. I'll read verse 26, right? They say, for the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
Yeah, so you sin. and we know reading some of the sins, right? Even though it mentioned it just accumulated some small, shorter phrase, but idolatry, fornication, all these things, sins. Those things are sins, and some of them is worthy unto death.
Correct.
You understand? And that's what's going to be delivered unto you. Go ahead.
So verse 27 it says, for now the plagues come. Now are the plagues come upon the whole earth.
So that is the judgment you're going to receive for sinning against the Lord. These plagues. Go ahead.
If I can say, despite their concept of being dead to sin, and you know,
Yeah, despite that.
you when we you're not sinning no more because sin abolished and all these different things.
Yeah, boy. That's the idea of saying that, and no longer hear somebody say it like technically say it like that way. Say like, you remember I'm Christian used to say that sin abolished.
Yeah.
Or the law abolished, the sin done away with. I don't know. A little while I hear like thing, but I do a video on it recently because I saw someone type it out now. I was watching a conversation between this woman, right? I don't know who Candace was or everybody.
She's
majority of the brothers who videos on
she's an important a real high CW right now.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
But some of the things she'll say
It's
it's right. Like when she's talking about a man being a woman being she understands the aspect.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff that she understands. She's definitely a raccoon, right?
Yeah.
But some of the stuff that she say, just like majority of people, some things that I say like it's right, but some
She just happened, but with some sense.
Yeah. But she had a conversation with this next reporter called Dom Lennon. Dom Lemon or Dom Lennon?
Don
Lennon.
Yeah.
You sure it's not Lemon?
No, it's Lennon.
Okay, so unless I want to speak about it. Alright, well nonetheless. Right? I can know who it is at all. I'm not sure if I see who it is, all I go know who it is because he's a world famous reporter.
He's a renowned. His name get called.
He
That's
name-
how I
yeah.
know his name because the name get mentioned
Yeah.
plenty.
Yeah, he's a world, but what he is a flaming
Yeah.
Momo. He's a
Momo.
Momo.
He's a no. He's a
a
no.
flaming mumu and a heavy flaming
Yeah.
mumu as well.
Not from
Oh, I
Avatar.
know what you're talking about. I know what
Right?
you're talking about. No,
Not from
Yeah.
not from Avatar, but he's a Momo.
So boom, she was having a debate with him because all of them having debates on all the election coming up now. He's one side and then she's one side, right? And he asked her a question like along the lines of, do you think same-sex marriage is a sin? She was like, yeah, it is. And he was like, so you think I'm sinning? And she was like, yeah, you're sinning? What do you mean? She said, it I know way changing what the Lord said. That is a sin. So yes, he is sinning. And then she come along the lines to tell him that she don't believe two men could be married. She's not wrong with anything that she said. I say some of the things she'll be saying, it's right. She wasn't wrong for nothing. That whole piece there that she did, I didn't watch the whole debate.
In that topic.
In that particular topic, she was not wrong. Right? She didn't say face, because there's some people who go up there and be like, nah, these pastors will go up there. If these pastors have a whole debate with Dom Lemon, right? You see them go up there and shit. Just like Gms.S.O.T.E. Remember when Oprah asked me a question?
It was Gms.S.O.T.E?
Yeah, Gms.S.O.T.E.
It was he?
Yeah.
You cannot pay looking one
Yeah.
with the black in the shortcut.
Yeah, they look like
That is the one who locked people out of the church, and
yeah. And they asked him about thing and he was like, yeah, them could go into the kingdom.
It have many pathways to
Yeah,
go.
there are many pathways.
Yeah. Some shit to say.
That's self.
Have
You
many
understand? So this is
pathways to
what
get
you
to
get.
God.
But she kept that full 100 and was like, no, you're sinning. Yes, you're committing sin. And she also went on the lines to tell him, hey, you can't change what it is the Lord say. If that is a sin, it's a sin. And I remember going to some of the comments, and some of the comments, there are some Christians here will be like, but it doesn't matter. God say to judge. You know, there is where they will come and tell you, God say to judge. And it's never about what the man do, but it's mind and spirit. You know, there's we speaking in the comment, all there's we trying to justify wickedness. Right? And so that was the last time I actually ever hear and then a woman come and say it like a woman say but there's usually J-man, right? She said the J-man
Zeus.
never say it wrong.
This is right?
Yeah. She said the J-man never say it wrong.
Which is blasphemy.
Yeah, which is blasphemy. She was like, and then men say, you sure? And she was like, that only written in the old. And our next man was like, you sure that not written in it, only written in one? And then when that man bring all the precept in the Romans and so forth, she never replied.
She
She never replied.
blasphemy.
Yeah, son. She never replied. Right?
Doing that which is seemingly.
And then some Edomites fighting in the comment board. But you know, just have some of them just don't like that. Them kind of effeminate kind of thing like that. Like, nah, that's upset the spirit. You know? And the men and them come on, it's only men. Okay, no next woman would have justified she wickedness. So like, you sure? A man actually that question. You sure it's not written in the new? She was like, yes, it's not there. It's only written in the old. What? When he posts her romance, not a comment, she comment, instead of comment back to other people comment on the road, who think she never comment back. And I remember a man comment on one of the other comments and tell she, you ain't want to answer the one further up. I do a video on the talk, because it's funny. She said that dodge it now. All of a sudden, she started with the J man never mentioned it. Right? Then when men say sure, she was like, it's not written in the new. And the next one was like, sure, it's only in the old. And then when the men said, cut you now, she could not say no more. But that is what you will get with these people.
And that's the pride.
That's the pride. But there's a wickedness in them too as well.
Listen, what the rest with the scriptures.
Yeah.
They say who are unlearned and unarmed. Let's not get that quick. Oh, of course, sure. There's Peter's. I believe that's 2 Peter's 3 2 Peter's 3 verse 2 Peter 3 or 2 Peter This is speaking of things hard to be understood. I'm trying to exactly what it is.
Speaking evil of things.
No.
That you understand
No,
that?
no. Let's think about a question.
That's not true?
No.
Oh, you give me anything there.
Yeah,
So as I was stating before we take our pause there, right? So talk about that. But as you can see, how they're trying to justify wickedness and justify sin. Or they're trying to find excuses for it. But a man not doing good at, you never notice that. You never notice that. A man not doing good. He just go through it hard. The hardest. They will fight him down. Torment him, do all kind of things. But the wicked man, they find leverage to have mercy for him. You know? Nah, he just a little.
The Barnabas.
Yeah.
They defend the Barnabas.
Off. You know? But the man who doing good, yeah. See that man there? You understand? I just wait this and that's just what we go on here.
The choose a thief and a murder,
yeah.
right?
See, and you can't. And that is where it's going. The good is more rare. The good more rare than the bad. You see bad anyway. You're walking on the road, you're seeing bad. You're walking on TV, you're seeing evil. You listen to the radio. Any girl out of the man, leave the man. And boom, they pour on that thing, and no matter what it is, it's just wickedness, right? And then boom, get it. And then boom. But a good man, he says something.
Just against talking about the man who was talking about reading and the library fella.
Oh yeah, the library.
Yeah, and then the real flicky up for that.
I went to the fact where the man lost, I'm leaving the working.
Yeah.
Because it's some kind of jakes. There's be a little more soft.
Yeah.
And that's because you're like, man, he grow back in
the inside life, so soft. Yeah.
Kind of soft life, wherever it may be. So thing. But when the situation happens, all he basically telling people is, hey, their children come to the library, let them read. Because
imagine telling Jakes to read.
I tell them they never see it.
I remember.
You remember?
I remember. Imagine telling Jakes to read. Them going and cut you on the internet but tell them love and hip hop. Tell them basketball wives. Tell them the Kardashians.
You gotta tell them that.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you're correct.
As a matter of fact, they love that.
They guys gonna look for it. You don't even have to say,
waking up in the morning,
you can. Looking for the new episode.
I tell them that. You understand? The scripture talk about what? They're giving over to do things were inconvenient.
Yeah, they're quicker to debate. They're quicker to talk about Meg the Stallion and Tory Lanez and
Things aren't
and things
convenient
of
to
nothing,
salvation.
things that matter nothing. That's what they rather talk
Nothing
about.
with knowledge.
I mean, I tell them, I was there, I'm not saying discussion, I tell them, I say, all these people say what? They say men shall wax worse and worse. I say nowadays, for you to find a person who is actually genuinely a good person, it's hard to find.
Very.
Everybody will try to
Very.
pawn the persona of a good person. But like somebody who is actually honest and is trying to have integrity, you don't find people like that just so.
And then something I was telling the person as well, I say it's not, I say it can never be, because this thing, I say it can never be love that make you do this, right? Right? I say, you know, I say the reason why you're trying to get back with the person, I say is because the person genuinely a good person.
Yeah.
See, you know what they say,
And
Lord?
the useful.
Yeah. No, you know everybody are wrong here. Not good. They will use you. You understand?
He was the person to use
Yeah.
then. Now you have nothing to rely
No,
on.
you have nothing to depend on your whole life, wherever it may be. But you're lucky. You're lucky you live in here. Because you would have been
Yeah. Somewhere in the Middle East.
Coop.
Stone you with stones. that he died.
Understand?
Let's have to play across
And
there.
that would have been righteous judgment.
Can.
Because they're paying an evil act to rest of
rest.
the time.
And you're discouraging other people from
From
committing
doing
evil
it.
acts.
You see,
also.
and that's what I explained. Like, something I want to do recently, and men was talking about the crime and how high time to support. I say, obviously, it will be high. I say, what consequences am I facing?
Yeah, go in jail and eat for free.
Go in jail even free, they are the phone and this, what consequences
I
am I facing?
could mind say that 3 square meals, room and board and a fridge, in a jail and a hotel. You understand that what he does it? That's a hotel, boy.
So there, the 2 Peter 3, or start from verse 15, right? They say on the account that the long suffering of our Lord is salvation,
Come on.
right? Which we know, according that you're talking about the doctrines teaching by men. You have to suffer. Don't be easy. Sometimes it has be harder when we bring things upon ourselves.
Come on.
You understand? But you had to suffer nonetheless. And for each brother it can be different.
Come on.
Right? You see, even as our beloved brother Paul also, according to the wisdom given unto him, had written unto you, it say, as also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood. And even though it might seem simple to us, to majority of Gms.S.O.T.E, these things
They
like
just won't get it.
yeah, they don't hard to be understood to them.
And as you
Because
guys saying, as men of the Lord, you don't see certain things that sometimes like, how will they don't see this?
But the
How will they
spirits-
just don't understand that?
spirit.
And sometimes you just get vexed with yourself thinking about it. Like, it says XYZ. How you get A, B, C from it? How? It XYZ and one, you still talk about A. How that? How? It's like the white man breaking down the Leviticus, the same law.
Oh,
Yeah, nah.
It's like, no, you was talking about mankind.
yeah.
How you get that from that?
Oh, you said that the video? Like, I remember doing the video in it. I say, as you start the video, you don't know that there's a what
Nah,
is
he's
it?
a CWN 1000.
Nah, that a raccoon, that particular for Jake. You never would just had to call these crackers and have an animal that's called. I can't do sometimes.
Bro, when you think about it in truth, it's like, how they just get that understanding?
That we did some
How them does get from something else, you know?
So like for instance, with that fella, right? As I mentioned that, as you start the video, you don't know he gonna go up.
Yeah.
He come in bowling. And I know somebody would have said this. Yeah, somebody would have must said that because that is the law.
Can't.
That is the
That is
law.
accurate.
Right? And he tried to break it down and try to and again, you know when Esau trying to break down the scriptures, it's also that bullshit they're doing on him.
Can't.
That wasn't given unto them.
That wasn't the blessing.
That wasn't the blessing. The blessing is the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
to
actually
take
he
peace.
used the blessing.
Yeah.
He used one of the blessings in that video, which is to persuade people and deceive them.
Yeah, deception.
Yeah, because all the women run to that video.
on his side.
I was on his side. Only and you know say about it? That's an Edomite in a conversation with Jakes, right? Because the conversation started with Israel. It's just literally a girl who does do. All them, I don't know on TikTok, but sure all them is know what they're talking about.
Yeah, the Bronx
The brown skin girl there,
Yeah.
who will be doing the thing and she'll be talking the scripture, she'll stop off.
Yeah, she's go off. She's go off sometimes, and then she's
Then
be on
sometimes
point
Yeah,
sometimes.
she like, alright, they hear that from somebody. They watch out about that video. You ain't hear that by yourself. You understand? Sometimes you just think, how much is true? Because they just be actually watching.
Certain things they say you can tell.
Some of these TikTokers and YouTubers, they be watching your posts and the Akem videos, but they'll speak and they'll take
What they want from it.
what they
yeah.
want from it. You
Because
understand?
I see a couple of she videos on certain things make me go on she profile and I was like, what? Oh, you know this? And then when I reached, I was like, alright, forget it. Peace out.
Yeah, can you get a bump for the other videos?
Yeah, I was like, alright, yeah,
that
lost
one
in
went
the
done.
sauce.
I went done. I remember when I see, I was like, alright, I'll give you a blind for this one.
Yeah,
But you see the next 5, I go to,
shaky.
yeah, you gotta get a little correction on
You
it.
gotta put your
Yeah.
outside the
No, you get a video, you get one video, alright, agreeing to this particular topic, but then you get the rest of videos, it's correcting the rest of shit that they talking, right?
Put your outside the
Yeah,
temple.
yeah. But nonetheless, it's Jake, because it's amongst Jake men and Jake women. Majority of women, because it's women who started sharing the video first, right? And he just jump in, and you know what's going on. Throughout the history, time tell the greatest tale. Time tell the greatest tale. It's because throughout history, the Israelite women always run to the Edomite man, and they always go for them to help. In the 60s or the 50s when they passed the laws, you understand? The what
Women's
they call
rights
it?
and so forth.
Huh?
The women's rights and so
Women
forth.
rights, and the next one was the one that kicked the man out of the household when they was collecting the cars and saying get rid of the man from the household. Right? So the woman cannot do them things. She run things off her. Just like in that topic. Huh? Nah. I don't know about this law.
Like, that was
That is
afterwards.
constitutional law.
Constitutional law.
Back when it was forced.
If the man leave you with the child, like for maintenance, I basically what it is. For maintenance, and if you
Like,
don't pay,
in other words, you'll be rewarded for having him out of the house and paying
Exactly.
Like the
no,
food stamp and
Yeah, them
so
kind of stuff.
so you will get compensation from him,
Section
and plus
8,
you will get
Section 8,
compensation
and so
from the
forth.
government for aid.
In America, there's called a Section 8 and so forth. There was a history behind it. When the woman started collect these things, they didn't need him, man.
Yeah.
So they started oppose him, man. But all of that was Esau plan, right? But nonetheless, what I did was just I wanted to show that just like to show you how Esau just interfere with the Israelite woman. Love the Edomite man. You understand?
And that way Apostle say what? Stay away from these black women. Tell her that. Because why? Because they just literally choose to be at odds against you.
Can't.
Every chance they get. It's choose to be at
I'd
odds.
rather be a opposition
Yeah.
and an ally.
They'd rather be a help me to Esau than to be a help me to you.
There's obey. Sir.
Can.
You understand? But go ahead. Wait, is yours reading, right? Where's reading?
Yeah, the 2 Peter.
Yeah, go ahead.
2 Peter 3. I'll reach verse 15, right? No, verse 16, right? They say, as also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest.
Where does we see right now? A man coming to say Peter was off.
Peter was off here. Apostle
Apostle Peter was off.
Apostle Peter.
Right?
The man whose name means the rock
The rock.
was off.
What the church built upon.
Can.
Yeah,
You think
so-
it was about
The head
another
of the
thing?
church,
You
yeah.
understand?
So the head was
one who
off.
the church built
What are you
on.
trying to say?
That's all. There's no read the book and then leave it
Yeah.
alone.
If the head was off, then
Paul
why
was
somebody
mad.
rest?
Peter was off.
Yeah,
Leave the book alone.
I
Leave
don't
it
know.
alone.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is men big issue with Paul and Peter right now. No.
Nah, that's not they go jump on something.
Yeah.
They go say
No,
Matthew
because
was something
that is,
that's
you know,
not.
because remember, you
Say
think
Matthew was a
about it.
dolphin. That's why you go hear something.
When you think about it, Peter was the head, and Paul was the one that sent unto the Gentiles. So
Come.
two of them had like
Yeah,
two of the
big
biggest
play,
roles.
big play.
Biggest roles. So if you target them, you
You target
understand?
the rest.
Yeah. You say the head sick.
I can't know. He did real attack Peter and Paul. The amount of videos I see for the past few weeks for what the elders and some of the apostles and elders, some of the brothers do. You know what's and it's going into how men just the denouncing what is Peter and Paul and so forth. You know.
Yeah, but then like alright, like if you denounce what them saying, then you have to denounce the whole book.
Exactly.
Because
Technically,
them didn't teach anything outside of the old.
Well, if you denounce St. Paul, well then that means majority
You
of
know,
the,
you know,
of the
the
new,
Messiah.
you can't deal with.
Right, but if you
Yeah,
denounce Paul, then you denounce
Yeah.
the Son of God.
Yeah,
Because the
that's
Son of
basically-
God directly deal with you. So, what's
they
the
don't
point?
understand
What's the
what
purpose
they-
of reading the Bible? What's
Yeah,
the purpose?
you don't know the
But
old.
I just leave the book alone.
You just
You
know
know
the
the
old
old
and
and
you come in the
the
new year.
So what's the point?
But
Topic alone and
but-
argue about something else.
But as I said earlier, you say what? They say the deed shall show witness against them. They say what? They say he that receiveth you, they received me.
Come.
And he that receiveth me, received him that sent me.
Come.
So that is show who it is they're ready for. The for Satan, no? Yeah, that's right. I shows who they're ready for. You say, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest, as
When
they
you unlearn and unstable, and that's what's going on. You all want to jump to say search out a matter that's not too great for you. You understand?
such not on that matter, yeah.
That's one. Remember. It's in the book of Surah, chapter 3. I will read from verse 21. It says, seek not out things that are too hard for thee. Right?
Know your level.
Seek, yeah, know your level. It say for babes, it are milk. Milk is for the babes. Meat is for them of age.
Of age,
You
God.
understand? Some of them hearing certain things and just jumping into the meat.
Supposed to be sucking tatats, but
Yeah.
the one to do fancy, the one to eat the one to eat steak.
They was steak one time.
Yeah.
You understand? Nah, just humble. Relax. You understand? So he say, seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. Because if it's above thy strength, you'll get mad. You see that with certain people in the world. When they go to search things out that too beyond the brain capacity, they trip off.
Proverbs. They say, eat which is sufficient for thee, lest
Yeah.
thou be filled and what? Vomit.
Vomit.
It's at a bug out.
Yeah, just relax, man. Take your time.
Yeah.
You understand? But you wouldn't get that with some of these Christians because what they want to do now, these Christians, what they want to do is do videos on the apostles.
Okay.
You understand? So they just jumping into the meat one time now. Nah. And then when they listen to some of the videos, they kind of bullshit this man talking.
Because speaking of things that they know not.
Too hard for them. You understand? Go ahead, Jake.
They say unlearned and unstable rest. They say as they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction.
So they're just doing it with the sayings of
Paul.
of Paul and Peter, right? But they're also doing it with the rest of scriptures.
What Genesis?
Yeah.
Apple?
Apple. Yeah, they believe that the fruit in the garden was an apple. Craziness. That's
Still
crazy.
selling it in the groceries, eh?
And you see they believe Adam and Eve was the only two people. When literally the script, when they read that, is how they don't read that. They don't read.
Don't forget
I feel I
Lilith.
might do a video on that
Don't forget Lilith.
and use the clip.
Don't
I
forget
feel I might do a video on that and use the
Mixing
clip.
some jumping in Lilith.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Don't forget Lilith.
Somebody tell me that recently, you know. Somebody.
Never hear that story?
Because no, I know the story,
Oh.
but I talk about somebody mentioned it to me like they wanted an answer
Yeah.
because you know people know he does teach, you know, and so forth. So they was asking my question, and then I know when I answered, it was like, alright, yeah, I choose. But then the real question come out where they wanted to ask. You know, Adam had an ex-wife. I say, we come out with Lilith. I say, what tell something. I say, what tell something. I say, you listen to that white man, you should never. That serious me, no. You know, Adam, serious, you know, I approach you like, you know, Adam and his wife. I say, who Lilith? Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe. Like, yeah, so you think, I say, you listen to that white man, you should never. Take your time.
Yeah.
Lilith.
No record of she in the scriptures. I say what seek ye out of the book and read.
Read. But that is what the even the scripture I'm trying to remember here, but it's in Isaiah. I try to remember. It's in scripture in Isaiah, and you see this slip my mind in. Because something else I try to remember the one. I get it one in Revelation where it mentioned the R will take away.
Can.
You understand? But that one in Isaiah, I don't come to my mind. But anyway, if you come back, I will mention it, right? But that is just to show you. Oh no, not remember what I was talking about. Fables. The scriptures talk about not believing in favors, and there are many scriptures mention that. The Timothy and all the stuff they mentioned, do listen to the Jewish favors and so forth.
Yeah, the commandments, doctrine
Yeah.
commandments of men.
The commandments of men, and that is what it is. They believe more in that. And I go back to like even what we was mentioning earlier, how it is the abode, the praises of man, more than the praises of the Lord. You understand? Go ahead. Lillian.
I finish with the thing. I can go back in the
No, go back in the
Second
yeah,
address. Second address 15, I'll start from verse
25.
Nah, past that. I reach verse 28. Second address 15, verse 28, it said, Behold, an horrible vision, and the presence thereof from the east. Go down in now or go stop?
Nah, stop that. Go to well, I tell you, I hold something from me, but that one.
No, that first good
No,
chance.
I was holding something. No, I wasn't. Think it. No. Give me second address 8. Start from verse 1.
The second address 8, verse 1, it say, And he answered me, saying, The Most High had created the world for many.
Yeah, so the world was created for many. Right? You know that. But you see, all they believe that many is were going to be saved. And many is everybody, like the vocabulary, and everybody gonna get saved. So who's the Gentiles?
And then don't say that.
Who's the Gentiles? So who is it? What the scriptures talk about them that have to serve?
Who is this scarcely?
Yeah. Who's them?
We're going to differentiate between the kings
Yeah.
and the subjects.
Yeah. Who? How? But you see, it's all up.
We went and build up the walls.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to work in that time.
Well,
I work enough. You know
What
what I'm
work
saying?
you
I don't want to work in that time.
So
that time
Esau,
is.
you telling me Esau have the kingdom?
yeah. And
Esau
they
have the
too.
kingdom here, and they too.
You didn't work in my whip. You didn't work in my whip in hand.
I
The rod of iron.
That's what my guy was saying.
Yes. They said the Most High had made this world for many, but the world to come for few. They say, I will tell thee a similitude, Esdras, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee, that it giveth much mold, whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of.
So little dust that gold cometh. So earthen vessel are made, but that little dust gold cometh.
They
That
say,
will be
that's elect.
that the elect.
The few.
You understand? Yeah, that plenty dust. That plenty dust. But out of that dust it come gold. Then that will be the elect.
Yeah, because in comparison to soil, gold is a very, very, very small number.
Yeah. Because you see, when you mention that too, I would tell thee a similitude, Ezra. Right? Look about similitude this man. Just 30 minutes. We did it before we continue. Get a nice minute.
And talk about in Proverbs, it say what to understand the wise and their dark sayings.
Similitude. The quality or state of being similar to something.
Next definition. Oh, that is it. That's all?
Yeah?
No, that is basically what it is.
I think I had a next one I remember.
It's a like. You understand? The one
Yeah,
next one
that's
I
being
try-
like something.
Yeah, that's mean no. It's a definition. It's a of similitude. It's a similarity in appearance or character, or nature between persons or things, right? So that's just basically what it is. You can have similitude. You want to tell them about
Yeah.
a similarity.
Similarity.
He comparing them to these
Comparing them.
things.
You understand?
Gold to dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's telling you. See, and when thou ask the earth, it shall say unto thee. Alright. It say, and when thou ask the earth, it shall say unto thee that it give it much mold whereof earthen vessels are made. Yeah, so these earthen vessels they're made. Plenty dirt in it. Plenty dirt. Right? It say, but little dust that gold cometh of. So that's a little.
Yeah, the gold scarcer
You know,
than the mold.
yeah, the gold scarcer.
So the clay that is using to mold and the vessels, but you get more of that than gold.
Yeah, and that is what that comes to the verse 1. Literally breaking it down to the verse 1 fair. The world created for many, but few to come.
If I can say that. Even when you look at soil itself, yeah, soil is valuable. But you don't sometimes you don't even need soil to plant things. You can aquaponics.
Good.
It are other things you can use to grow food. But
Yeah.
the kind of things you can do with gold,
Yeah.
you can't do with normal
You can-
soil.
And it's such a perfect saying too, because you know how good you ever see how there's fine gold? Fine gold and dust. And dirt. You just sift it out.
Yeah.
So that is when you don't talk about what? The sifting process. The he will sift out Israel
to find what is precious.
You understand?
Can.
That is how perfect that's so the perfect the saying is.
And then you have to try it in the fire.
That
to purify
to
it.
what? Because that
To purify.
that was wanted to get, but that just to show you that it's coming in the purification. And I go back to the Amazon Timothy. We talk about them that.
I know one in Peter.
That is the one that being tried in the fire. Like gold is tried in
Another Peter.
Right,
I think like Peter 2 or something. 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Sirach 2.
No, Peter.
Oh, I think also in Sirach 5 or something like that.
Somewhere there, I don't know if it's Sirach.
2 or 5.
Yeah, I think it's 2.
Well, bring one. Bring this one. Okay. So bring the Peter.
Peter.
Yeah. So yeah. The scriptures literally telling them, yeah, there are plenty, you know. You see that out of them, out of that plenty, it will have them of the gold. Them the precious.
They Sirach 2 and 5, it say, for gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Fine, son. And that's what the brother was mentioning. Being tried in the furnace of adversity. That is what the Lord. That is what it comes when it comes to the Lord. Yes, many are created, but few are what chosen. So not everybody go and be saved. That is sort of straight off. You're denying what is the Lord say.
You might be called.
You understand?
But
Yeah, might be chosen.
Yeah.
Mali Peter.
Go ahead.
So the first Peter 1, I will start from verse 6, right? They say, wherein ye rejoice, ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations.
You want to break it down?
Right? I'm gonna go through one. Temptations go back to what? These afflictions, these hardships, and also normal temptations too. Like you'll be tempted to go off to do things that you're not supposed to be doing. You understand? All of these things are part of the trials that you have to resist, you have to overcome. Right? You say that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, you say, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the presence of Yahushua
Don't
Mashiach.
be tried in fire. You'll be formed with what? The praise, the honor, and who? The Lord. Not a fire, it go back to adversity. That is why you just try gold. That is why you just try something precious. That is why you just try something to make it a diamond tester, this part laser on it.
I always test the strength of man.
Yeah, you know? Can
When it under pressure.
put it under pressure. Right?
It's also a separation process. So you to separate the contaminants from the actual pure elements.
Majority of precious stones is majority of precious stones is it has been made through a process of heavy,
Yeah, plenty heat.
no, not heat,
Pressure.
but
Pressure.
You understand? Pearls is making what? A moisture, right? But it's dirt that can save the pressure from a clam, right? They stay underneath the water to the bottom.
Yeah,
They'll
deep.
be taking the pressure.
Yeah, the
dirt
pressure
just
down
form
there,
and
yeah.
make pearls. You understand?
Yeah.
Gold, why you try gold to make sure gold good? It's through what? Fire. Diamond is basically the same thing as well. They send it through test. They're the testers, but there's something called a diamond cutters and so forth. You have to be like things that be strong to cut that. You know?
Yeah, for diamonds will be.
Yeah,
like
they
sometimes-
say hard like a diamond.
Like sometimes when
That's really,
even again you don't understand, like even when the Lord mentioned, like I believe it that scripture you talk about the precious stones. Hold on. I was talking about men. I was talking about the
Can.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Finish with the thing?
That's not, eh? Yeah, read verse 8, right? It say whom having not seen ye love, in whom though now though now ye see him not, yet believe, ye rejoice, it say with joy unspeakable and full of glory. And they talk about that also in the second address also. Where they talk about those who hasn't seen my face, but yet they will believe the things that I said. You understand? We never actually saw the Lord. We didn't walk in the time that the Lord walked in, but we believe in the things that He said, and we believe in His promise. And that is also the characteristics of that goal. You understand? They will believe things that the others wouldn't. You see how the similitudes, all the parables is work together. And there is something that even imagine these parables so spiritual that even if you break it down to a man, you still won't understand the spirit of the Lord now with him.
Come.
This is in 1 Corinthians chapter 3. I'll read from verse 11. I read from verse 10. See, according to the grace of God which is given unto me, as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another build it their own. But let every man take heed how he build it thereupon. That's the importance of how it is that they don't know the foundation their own. So I'm thinking it's a game when it comes to what it is you're doing for the Lord.
God.
Yo, Shai didn't think of a game and he took on this you don't understand the foundation that they're on. The men that laid that foundation, what it is they went through, the purpose they had us to do these things. You building upon that. You understand?
That piece of my being steadfast in the apostles' doctrine.
Can.
You understand? Because they set the foundation
They set
first
the
to follow.
foundation. Yeah. They lay what is he saying? The lady
The wrong work, yeah.
It's not saying like we already laid.
Yeah.
You just have to come and just do what? Build upon it. You're supposed to know from here. We put the hard part, the foundation.
Yeah,
The foundation is always the hard part of a house. Always. If you don't have a strong foundation, your house is going to be what? Now we talk about the men that build upon the
Another
rocky,
man. Oh.
or the rocky
And
thing.
he build on sand.
Sand, you know, yeah.
When the rains came, he washed it away.
Yeah, but the Lord see, you have a sure foundation.
Yeah.
It say, according to the grace of God, which is given unto me, as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another build it thereon. But let every man take heed how he build it thereupon.
And if I can say, you see, we talked about earlier when the Christian person talk about incorporating things to get the multitude.
Yeah.
That's not building upon the sure foundation.
That is not building upon the Lord foundation at all. It say for other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahushua Mashiach. Right?
Now I say, what if it be of men, it shall come to naught.
It say for other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahushua Mashiach. Now if any man build upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest.
Yeah.
For the day shall be cleared, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is.
To know what you're ready about.
They say if any man's work abide which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward.
Come.
Right? But if any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss. But he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. You understand? So even still, you see it? You see it by open fire. Right? And that's why even going through the stuff, you have to go through this work. So you don't have to like incorporate the word into the truth. You don't have to do things to try to appeal to a generation of vipers. That is not what it is with the Lord. The Lord see come.
Brother, what do you mean a viper?
We mean vipers? A serpent.
A serpent.
Yeah.
I like serpent. Ladies, I like it.
Alright. But nonetheless.
Spirits out, yeah.
That is just literally once again, the Lord is always an example. Because we're talking about the vipers, and let's watch.
Who will pity a charmer?
Yeah.
When he snake bit. Are you sure he get plenty bite in your life of serpents?
You understand? But that is just to show you the perfect example of what the Lord used. The Lord sent one. Talking about these people and watch.
Wow.
What did the sea literally did there?
Yeah.
Is bear witness to what we were saying earlier.
Just come to
that
score.
the truth what?
Yeah.
They choose wickedness.
Yeah.
Because him saying that he choose
Yeah, he likes
viper,
serpent.
he loved that. He loved what? Wickedness. That is just basically the whole thing we talk about today. You understand?
And not only he died lighting it, but he come up to show it forth. You understand?
Hey, You understand? All praises to the Lord. That is every single time. That is to show that the Lord has sent a perfect example for us. This is about what? About the 6th time. The Lord has sent them just to prove what it is we're thinking about.
Spirit bear with us.
Yeah. He literally come up and just prove what it is we're saying. They delight in that. Yeah, that is what he come to tell you here. All the things he talk about, Art mentioned, and he just mentioned that what? The things that they do, they choose, they make a choose. They choose a choice.
Decision.
Yeah, a conscious decision of what it is to choose. That's what he come to show you there.
Yeah.
He choose being a what? A viper.
A viper lover.
He choose being in that wicked and
To be a
adulterous.
snake charmer.
Yeah, because that is just the beginning of the verse. You understand? So a wicked and adulterous what? Generation.
Yeah.
Right? That is what he choose to be in. Right? That is just need to bear witness. Right? And with that, we close over that. So once again, we give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Shakurash.
we see that when apostle and elders of great mercy that rule by our teachers of apostleship.
Go on.
And we see salutations for the Archimans, they push you with no truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly, in season or season, we say, Shalom.